All right, welcome back. So we watched Run and Fatman, and we're going to review both of those as best as we can.
As best as we can.
Let's start with Run. What did you think of Run, Talon?
I can't remember the director's name. It's something.
I don't remember.
Something not normal. I'm not gonna do that.
Not normal.
The director of. Cut. Scrap it all.
I don't need that.
No, the director of Searching made it, which you, I believe, have not seen. Searching.
Oh yeah, you're right. We were talking about that the other night. I haven't seen Searching.
Searching. Here's the thing. I saw that in theaters. I really enjoyed it.
People like that one.
It was filmed really interesting.
Yeah.
And every turn.
That's good reviews.
Oh yeah, I loved it. I was like on the end of my seat. I was like, he was really good at just giving us the story of like, where's my daughter? What's going on? It was all told from the computer screen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was a rabbit hole. It's like, oh, this happens, and this is like, oh fuck, now what? And the whole movie you're guessing. And there's a lot of movies where you can guess it sometimes.
Yeah.
Like Knives Out. I'm sorry, I didn't guess Knives Out, but I thought I had this movie figured out. Searching. Yeah,
right.
I did not have it figured out. So by the time of the ending, I was like, oh shit, good on you, guy. And then he does this movie, and I had that kind of, I guess, expectation because that was really clean and it was just good. That was a really good whodunit, what the fuck's going on story. Run, because you had compared it to that true story of...
Run's obviously based off of the Gypsy Rose story.
Yes, the Gypsy Rose.
And you know that story?
I know of it, but I don't know a ton like you know.
That's the problem. It was clearly, as we started it, because I went into it blind, and my wife and I were like, oh, it's the Gypsy Rose story, like Hollywoodized. And then, like, it has some twists and turns and goes a different direction. But the Gypsy Rose story is, like, better. It's way more fucked up.
I was going to say,
in real life, and that's why this one was just kind of like, meh.
It was PG-13.
Why was it PG-13 for one? And for two, how do you take the most fucked up, crazy real-life story and make it tame and less interesting?
Especially when, what's it called? Munchausen's disease?
Yeah,
Munchausen's by proxy.
Munchausen by proxy, which is the stupidest name for anything ever. I hate saying it. Munchausen by proxy. It's just so weird.
Munchausen by proxy.
Munchausen by proxy.
It's not a very common thing. And
no,
yeah,
it's a
like
weird
you said,
thing.
it's a very bizarre story in the news a few years ago. It's a very bizarre, should have been a bizarre movie, even though Sharp Objects...
Pretty straightforward, though.
Sharp Objects did it better. You haven't seen that yet.
No, I haven't seen that.
Fucking worth it.
Nice.
So, yeah, I don't like how it was PG-13.
No.
I don't want to... I loved it, and I'm going to buy it. That's like my catchphrase on our dearly beloved show.
You don't have to love it or buy it, because you'll never be able to buy it, because it's on Hulu.
Does Hulu not sell their shit?
I don't think so.
Netflix is like...
Netflix will release
30%.
Sometimes.
30%.
Sometimes, yeah.
But...
Do we like Sarah Paulson, though? I know you do.
I do.
I already know your answer, but...
Tell me why you don't like her. And it better be good, or I quit, too.
I feel like she...
Do you hate her chin?
No.
Is that what it is?
I don't hate her face.
Do you hate
at
her
all.
lisp?
No.
Do you hate her lesbian wife?
That's it. I hate lesbians so much.
But she's an old lesbian.
She dates old lesbians.
Marries them.
She marries them, even.
Okay.
Do you think her...
Sarah, we love you. I love you.
Do you think... Okay, never mind.
No, go on.
No, the lesbian that she's married to, that shit got tastes like dust, man.
Have you ever tasted dust?
Yeah, it's not good.
Maybe she's pregnant.
It's not pixie dust, it's pussy dust. That bitch looks old as
To
hell.
each their own.
It's really weird to me.
She's like, what, in her late 30s, early 40s?
Maybe old pussy tastes better because it's just...
Like a fine wine?
Like, yeah. It's like so pickled that it's just like... better?
Well, look, that's what wine is. It's
anyway,
aged. Delicious.
I just don't like Sarah Paulson.
But why?
I think she's an over actor. She works really good for the American Horror Story stories.
Great.
But every time I see her outside of that, it's just like...
But how many times have you seen her outside of that?
Not very often. Every time I do, it's like...
Glass? Ratchet,
bad.
But that was still Ryan Murphy.
Never watched that, though.
But it was really good.
Glass,
this...
Bird Box.
Oh, yeah, she wasn't Bird Box. She was the sister. Yeah, Bird Box can shit on my face. Like, I hated that movie.
Shit on your face. You into that?
I mean, if it's better than a movie, then
I'm
sure.
into piss, but not shit.
Bird Box took the cool concepts of every other movie that ever existed and put them into one blindfolded Sandra Bullock fiasco. And it's
Speaking of good concepts that were shit on, Fatman's coming up. Run, real quick.
Go on.
The daughter was a bad actress. Sarah Paulson bugs me. Every time I see her in anything besides American Horror Story, even sometimes American Horror Story, she takes me out of it because she's so.
Wait.
She's not a convincing actress at all.
I would say
She's not convincing at all.
I would argue even that she is the reason to watch this movie. You telling me that wasn't a good performance? She was. Psycho,
she did what
man.
she does every time.
No, she does it often.
She does it every time.
Look, if we're talking Ryan Murphy directing Prom, then okay, I get it. He does the same fucking shit.
I didn't like her in it. I think she takes me out of it. I think a better actress would have sold that movie better for me.
Who would have done it better?
Who would have done that movie better?
Someone that isn't a psycho very often that could have pulled it off.
Let's see.
I say Margot Robbie.
That's what I was gonna say, just because I've got a boner right now.
You do?
No, I've never had one.
Oh, never? Jesus Christ. That's exciting. I'm happy for
Who would do it better? I don't know. Someone that has more nuance to their performance, because she just looks crazy, acts crazy, and then starts yelling. She does it every time. It's not it for me.
You could say the same thing for Toni Collette, man.
Fuck that.
She does.
No,
though.
sir.
She is really
Toni Collette from fucking
Hereditary.
Little Miss Sunshine to Hereditary. Completely different performances. Completely. And Toni Collette is convincing. She's a normal person in Hereditary and slowly just starts losing her sanity. And she doesn't start screaming until the end. And it's convincing, though. It's very, very convincing.
I think we need
Sarah
to call...
Paulson is always just like...
No, she's not.
Yeah, she is.
She was so
sucks.
mellow in Glass.
Yeah.
I wanted to fucking just
She was mellow in Glass, and Glass is awful. She's awful in it.
Okay, he did kind of shit on his own trilogy there.
Yeah. What
I
is
liked
he
it.
doing? What is he doing? That movie was asshole.
I liked it, but I
Stop liking it, though.
have coronavirus. My brain's all discombobbled sometimes. So
I've got erectile dysfunction. His
'Cause-
brain's foggy.
Sarah Paulson for vice president.
I don't know. I don't like her. I feel like it would have been more convincing because maybe just the inclusion of her is what like hinders me. She's kind of acted herself into a box, and it's hard for her to break out of it. But she doesn't do much to break out of it because she keeps doing the same thing and the same acting style, and she's not like pushing to do anything different.
I can
personally.
get that.
I don't think she's a bad actress. She just it's so typecast in such a way that like it's just Sarah Paulson. This is Sarah Paulson. It's like you're not doing a bad job. It's just that's Sarah Paulson.
Right.
I want to see a movie where it's just like this is a character.
Yeah.
Like because a lot of people, I feel like a lot of people paint like Leonardo DiCaprio in that same box. He's an overactor sometimes. And kind of feel like
But
Sarah
he pulls
Paulson
it
is an
off.
overactor.
Are you talking shit on DiCaprio
No,
right now?
he's-
Oh, I quit the show.
No, he's like my
Okay,
top 3
okay.
favorite actors.
Same.
But I feel like he transforms it.
Mm-hmm.
Because people say he like overacts and screams and yells, which he does.
Especially in Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes. Everything. Django, Wolf of Wall Street.
Had my
Revenant.
curiosity.
But he transforms it every time. It's like I'm convinced by what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's very over the top and just like, oh my god, like
He's
relax,
so good
brother.
at it, though.
But he's really good at it. He transforms it. Sarah Paulson screams and yells, and it's Sarah Paulson for me. That's the thing. It's
Okay.
like I can't disconnect from. I'm watching her. I'm not watching
Okay.
this new character. I'm watching Sarah Paulson in a new role. If that makes sense.
It doesn't.
I just feel like it's
perfect sense.
I just feel like it's Sarah Paulson. It's not. She doesn't transform anything she's doing. Even like we're saying, Bird Box. She was a different character in that. It was Sarah Paulson in that though.
That's what I feel about
When
The
they're
Rock.
driving, and she's seriously just like acting exactly the same, yelling exactly the same. She's dressed the same, and like goddamn everything she's in. It's weird. She doesn't transform her performance
Right.
and her abilities into
And I
anything
get that. I definitely
refreshing.
I get it. What I would compare Run to is Misery meets American Horror Story.
Yes. That's a perfect example.
That's what it is.
Yeah. I did not hate it. I liked it.
I didn't hate it either.
I liked it. I definitely liked it. It was just not quite there for me. And like the 93% on Rotten Tomatoes was just like overhyped me, I think.
Okay.
And then I watched it and I was like, my wife liked it a lot.
Okay.
But I don't think she loved it either, though. But
See, I watched it with my younger brother. He's 2 years younger than I am, and he liked it more than
child.
Fucking child, baby faced with a beard. So he liked it more than I did because I was sitting there kind of like feeling like shit because I thought I had the flu and whatever. But word up, bro. Dicks up for coronavirus. Or dicks down if you're fucked.
Yeah. Dicks flaccid for coronavirus, baby.
Dicks up for life, bro.
My wife's actually on her period too, so maybe that's why I have a flaccid dick.
It's
a different conversation for a different day.
I'll pray for you, bro. So.
Maybe when she's like cleaned up, maybe it'll come back.
Tighten that up, lady.
Hopefully it comes back when she's
Patreon, you'll know before.
If you join our Patreon, you'll see what happens
all
after
your
my wife's off her period.
All your donations go to all the Tampax. They go to all the extends.
Yeah.
Like, you're helping us by helping.
I actually bought extends the other day.
Are you shitting me right now?
I just bought it for fun. I haven't used it yet.
Oh, so there's no stories to tell.
No, not yet.
I was at Walmart gas station and I saw extends right in my fucking eyes.
I bought the energy drink ones.
There's an energy drink extends?
Yeah.
That's absurd.
It is absurd.
I want to buy one.
Then I read it and it was like if you don't drink this if you're like allergic to caffeine or some shit. I was like, I'm not allergic to caffeine, but usually when I want to fuck down, I want to go to bed after. So like, is this shit gonna wake me up?
Hear me out. What if we shoot some extends
energy
for the show?
Fuck each other.
No.
Oh, okay. No, okay. What are you gonna say?
Just for fun.
What were you gonna say?
Let's just shoot him for fun. And I don't want Patrons. What do you want?
Okay, let's do that when we do our Buttman Christmas special and just be hard as fuck the whole time. There's a lot of tight costumes I apparently have to wear. You're just in the Batman costume. That
thing is so warm.
But it's cold now, so it actually probably feel pretty good.
Oh, I remember sweating my titties.
I'm going to be in fucking bodysuits with a hard boner the whole time.
You should pull it up on the screen.
My whole hard boner?
Yeah.
Just a picture of just my boner.
Right here.
Zoomed in. It's going to look that big zoomed in.
Wow. Ladies.
Fucking DM me on
Instagram.
my Patreon.
Or on the Patreon.
Join my Patreon. You'll see my hard dick on YouTube. For free.
For free.
You idiot ass bitches.
No, Patreons aren't free. They're paying customers.
No, but I'm going to post my picture on YouTube.
Good, you should. Because remember we're taking photos that night?
We should really post our dicks and just see if it doesn't get taken down. I'll post mine.
We'll test it out.
Go ahead and keep yours.
Sacred.
Yeah, it's sacred.
It's a sacred pee-pee.
It's a big boy. It's a big boy dick.
It's a big adult boy dick.
An adult
It's
dick.
a responsible, clean-shaven
Holy
pee-pee.
shit, what the fuck? We were talking about Sarah Paulson, now we're posting our dicks on the internet.
Oh, yeah, so...
What the fuck were we talking about? Where were we at?
Okay, my turn. So I like Sarah Paulson. I do understand and I agree with you. She does...
Sarah Paulson.
She is. And
she's Sarah Paulson.
Even watching this movie, I'm like, okay, you're really good at being Sarah Paulson. And I'm in it. I'm about it. Because I was watching the movie, I wasn't the biggest fan. I like Searching better. Searching was very fucking clean, and it was just good.
Yeah.
This movie, it really tried to, there's a couple times where they added to the story, it's fucking dog medicine. It's fucking, you know what I mean? They did. I'm like, oh shit, now you got more attention. You know what I mean? But a few things that bothered me about it.
But that's the thing, the twists in this as a movie were lesser than the twists in the real story.
I know, I agree.
Do you know the real story?
Just what I've
way
vaguely
crazier.
read. And
way
the
crazier.
boyfriends involved and whatever.
That's what I'm saying. It's like the twists were just they were like, oh, but it's like...
It was for the PG-13 straight to Hulu story that it was. The cash grab kind of. It kind of was a cash grab, but It was enough to like. I've never been one. Okay, one time I watched the Miley Cyrus Hannah Montana fucking movie in theaters.
Real in theaters.
Here's the thing. Back then, for 2 years straight, I watched everything.
I got a hand job at the SpongeBob movie in theaters once.
That's fancy.
Yeah.
Did it squeak?
My dick?
I don't know.
No, it was a dry hand job.
Wow, did
So
it
it was
hurt?
No,
Did you get
'cause
extra
I was
butter on that popcorn?
No, because I was like what, 15,
Wow, that's
14
fancy.
maybe.
Happy for you, man. Where was that?
Stadium Cinemas.
It's super dark in there, or at least it used to be.
Yeah.
Remember,
I'm pretty sure everyone saw it happening.
That's why they came, like collectively.
It was badass though, dude.
That's cool, dude.
I was
I don't
young.
think I've never got a hangy at a movie.
I didn't come
Never mind.
because
That's
SpongeBob was going the whole time. It's like, you're gonna need to put your mouth on it to get me there. She's like, I'm 14. It's like, so am I. So.
You guys are doing that. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. I was watching Zodiac
It's
last
badass
week.
though.
I was watching Zodiac last week because Kelsey had never seen it.
Who?
Just someone I know.
Just an acquaintance.
Some acquaintance.
Some handy little acquaintance
You know-
over here.
Just, some 13-year-old David Fincher movies.
Oh, okay.
No, not a 13-year-old.
Just some 13-year-old David Fincher movies. Okay, town, relax. Don't talk like
I was sick.
yeah.
No, I was 16 and this girl was 17. I worked at the movie theater in Provo, Arizona, and we watched Zodiac together. Her name was Megan. Megan, you remember. We ate cheeseburgers together watching this movie. No, put it away.
I want to eat it so bad.
No, you don't. He doesn't mean
I've
it.
been looking at him for like 2 weeks now.
I know
want to
you
eat it
have.
so bad.
In 6 days, it's going to be happening.
Promise.
Pinky promise. No crossies count. 6 days. We're going to fucking die.
And you're all gonna see it in like probably
And we're gonna
30 days.
No. Just for you, we're recording the damn Christmas special next Saturday. That's gonna be a lot of fun.
Whole day.
Anyway, what I'm getting at is I never got a hand job in a movie theater. I ate cheeseburgers during Zodiac. Anyway.
Should you get a blowjob in theater?
Oh, no.
Me either. Who gives a blowjob in a theater for real though?
Yeah, who's paying $10 to not pay attention to a cohesive story?
Yeah. And on top of that, how the fuck do you give a blowjob in a theater without being seen giving a blowjob in a theater?
The one time in my life, I was the only person in a movie theater, and don't talk shit when I say this, was Saw 7.
Okay.
It was like 8 days later after it came out.
You would be the only person in the theater. I heard that.
Hear me out.
Not
I
getting
watched-
a hand job in the SpongeBob movie.
I watched the 10 o'clock showing opening day, sold out. I remember, sold out. Saw 7 3D, or it's called Saw 3D. 8 days later, at 2 o'clock p.m., I was the only fucking one.
Because everyone, the sold out room, seen it. They're like,
And I came
that's the
back.
audience. That's the audience right there.
And I came back because, I fucking love it. I love Saw.
Yeah,
Like,
you're the killer audience right there.
I just remember, I was on the phone, I was eating fucking sandwiches. I'm like, oh, hey, Mom. I own the place. That's when you give a blowjob. When you're on the phone with your mom in a movie by yourself.
But you were on the phone with your mom movie, so no one's giving you a blowjob. I was in the sold out SpongeBob movie.
Jesus, how?
That's
Did you guys
weird.
bring a blanket or a cardigan?
Hell no.
Come on.
No.
You just whipped it out?
Hell yeah.
I mean, you're
That
14.
shit's small as hell, so no one can see it.
It's the same as a 14-year-old's flexing, look
She's
at
jacking
ripped.
that shit. They're like, are they eating popcorn down there? Pretty much.
All the way down there? You little young eating popcorn?
Good times, man. Good times at SpongeBob. I never watched it again until I had like 2 kids. And my wife's like, "You ever seen SpongeBob movie before?" It's like,
You ever given a hand job during SpongeBob
I've
before?
seen it once. It was a lot harder than this time.
I do decree.
I do declare, I seen this shit one time before. My dick was much harder.
So.
Anyway, so Run was about
Wait.
a 6 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I'd say, I would agree.
Really?
6 out of 10?
I thought you liked it. More than me.
Maybe 6.5.
Nice.
Yeah, about 6.5. Honestly,
That's about how big I am.
Patrons. You'll find out. Donate us at least $10 a day.
At least.
And you'll see it once for the rest of your life. Or however many times your finger can click yes or play. So, with Run,
Yes.
I just have a couple things I want to talk about. The chick that was the daughter.
Sucked.
She wasn't very good, you're right.
She was bad.
But what bothered me more was her physique. Was not
Oh,
a
yeah.
17-year-old in a fucking wheelchair.
She was a big boy.
When she's crawling, get focused on her bubble butt. I'm like, there's no fucking way. I've known people in wheelchairs.
And she was just like buffed out.
Yeah, that wasn't
She was
realistic.
like buffer than me. It's like, oh, she's standing by that chair. She gonna punch me out.
Do you want to fight her?
I think she'd beat me.
Okay, so not on the list.
Yeah, I think that she has a better chance of beating me than Elliot. Yeah. Even if she stayed in her chair, she'd probably beat me.
Okay. But yeah, she didn't have the physique. Like, she's crawling a lot in that movie because she's paraplegic and whatever, but you don't have a bubble butt. You don't have thick thighs. You don't have thick calves.
Yeah, her legs
You
were
are
like mad built.
You are skelefucking-tore. I brought that up to my brother, and he's like, well, it's just a movie. I'm like, I know it's a fucking movie. I'm the guy that likes everything. I know that. And he's like, well, remember it shows her, like, doing exercises? I'm like, doesn't build body mass. It doesn't fucking work that way. You get bed sores. They're this big, and they're pus-filled. That's real life. Anyway, that bothered me.
Yeah.
The other thing that bothered me, two other things, really, that bothered me was how quickly they jumped in.
Yeah.
It was a short movie anyway.
So
But
I
then
feel like the ending was just so like what?
well, the kind of twist-ish I did like the twist. I'll get to that, but
the twists were fun, but
No,
like,
the last
the actual
twist.
ending of that
the ending.
when like the gun thing was just like so hammy to me.
It was. They should have shot her in the fucking face.
So hammy
When it
to
got her in
me.
the like right here,
Yeah.
and she's like,
And then she fell down all those goddamn stairs.
and she's surrounded by
I would
blood.
have loved to watch her just
Have you seen Death
down the
Becomes Her?
fucking stairs.
Have
but
you
she
seen
just
Death
fucking landed perfect. It's fine.
Have you seen Death Becomes Her?
No.
No.
I know,
Christ.
sorry. That's a classic.
It shows Meryl Streep literally down the fucking stairs. She is twisted at the bottom.
Is that why they give her the Academy Award every year?
I hope so. It was hilarious.
Fuck Meryl Streep.
I quit.
Has Meryl Streep ever been anything that you legitimately think was the best performance of the year?
She's always really good.
So? Really best?
She is.
She's good.
She's Hollywood royalty.
Put her where you want her, she's good. Is she the best every year, though?
I feel like she gives it her all. Did you watch Doubt?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I
Then
love
flip
that.
off the camera, because not me.
I'm flipping you off. What else was she in? So good. Just so good. She's been nominated, I think, like 25 times.
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
No.
Hilarious.
Good movie.
Doubt.
So you got 2 movies then.
Death Becomes Her.
You asshole.
No, she's great.
Um,
The Pose.
I never say the post to me.
I never saw The Post. I was just shitting you.
What was the post?
Tom Hanks and her, like, about the newspaper.
No. Fuck that shit. She was probably really good at it.
Because she...
Whoa, are they seriously
It's
like,
complicated.
are in the news?
It's complicated.
Are they in the news?
No, it's
Such
complicated.
asshole shit.
Oh, how about
I
this?
think anything news related should be cut out of all Academy Awards. And then every movie like that always gets nominated. Those movies are fucking lame. How hard is it to be a person who's like, look at this news story? look.
It's on the paper.
It's a news story. It's really controversial. And the other person's like, it is controversial. Can I write a story about it? Yeah. write me a story about it. And it's like,
Okay.
Oscars.
The Lamb?
Oscars.
Yeah. There are definitely Oscar dick suckery movies like the Phantom Thread and whatever.
Phantom Thread's really good. What are you talking about?
I actually never saw that. But
Shut
I know
the fuck up then about it.
you haven't seen
the fuck
you
up
haven't
about
seen
it.
the post.
Nobody has.
That's true.
I feel like
Drink to that.
a certain level of Oscar nominations should be a little bit tied to, like, does anyone even want to see this fucking ass?
She was good in Mamma Mia 1 and 2. You don't watch those movies?
Can we move on here?
I guess. Meryl Streep, I love you. Hit me up again.
I'd fuck her. Just so I could say I could. Not that I want to.
What if you gave her COVID? Wouldn't you feel bad for
Just
killing Meryl
like,
Streep?
I just fucking fucked a 25-time Oscar nominee, even though she's decent. Even though she's mad decent.
What if she paid you at first, like as a sugar mama, but then you fell madly in love with her and you felt bad? You gave all the money back.
No, I wouldn't give the money back.
But what if you fell in love with her and you're like, you need this more than I do?
She doesn't need it, though.
What if she got cancer?
I mean, if we want to take it in a weird direction, like, yeah, maybe I'd fall in love with her and not like risk it all to like find her in Hollywood. But I'm gonna keep the money though. I'm gonna need that money to fucking track her down, for sure. Before I become homeless in Hollywood and end up on Skid Row,
Like Pete Davidson.
like Pete Davidson's face,
His face alone.
just his face. I feel like if you go on Skid Row, like. You're just gonna see Pete Davidson's face, just like, it's bad down here, man.
Right?
It's like, yeah,
He wants to-
yeah, I know, I can see that.
I know it's bad down here. That's why I'm looking at your fucking mug. You silly bastard. Scale of 1 to
Are
10.
you fighting Pete Davidson or am I?
No, I'm fighting. Do you
Okay,
want to fight him
good.
too?
No, you can fight him. It's
I'll
fine.
fight him.
I think you'd beat him up more than me.
Ear to ear, you know, like, I'll give him a smile.
I like that. We're fighting with
Anyway.
knives then, or what?
I always fight with knives.
Oh, badass.
Knives, anything.
Anyway, Run.
6.
6, yeah.
I kind of feel like I don't want to buy it, but I kind of feel like I want
I
to
feel
watch
like
it
the
again.
real story would have been way more interesting if they had Hollywoodized the real story. Personally.
Well, that's what I agree. I definitely agree.
It was obviously based on that real story.
Yes, and I agree it would have been better if it was more realistic, because that's my last thing before we cut to Fatman, but
It was so...
the ending, I hate how she was like this fucking conducted psycho. She like had fucking stacks of cash and passports.
Yeah.
I hated how at the end of the movie she wasn't just a fucking psycho mother.
Yeah.
All of a sudden she's like this concise, brilliant brainiac. That's what
Yeah,
bothered me.
because I liked how she like how she fucking drugged that mailman guy.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, it's
Yep.
going there. And then like the next scene, she's dragging him through her house, and it's like a blood streak. It's
Yeah.
like,
Where'd that come from?
so she stomps his fucking face in after. Like, what the fuck? Like the scene before was more realistic, like craziness, like trying to like
Right.
preserve its craziness. And then that scene is just like, I'm just fucking insane. I'm killing people.
And
It's
what'd
like,
she do with the body?
Oh,
What did she
okay.
do to create that
she
blood?
drug it over there.
Yeah, it's just like, oh, PG-13, I guess.
That's what I'm saying. It was just so stupid. It's just like
Kathy Bates did it better.
forever ago.
But still.
Forever
At least she
ago.
was just a fucking homebody, you know, self-obsessed. And not self-obsessed, but she was such a fan that she was so obsessed.
Yeah.
She wanted her ending. But she wasn't rich. She wasn't some brainiac homeschooling,
No.
some paraplegic. She was just fucking Kathy Bates being a psycho. This girl, Sarah Paulson, she's just...
Was being Sarah Paulson.
I'm a chemist.
Do you think Sarah Paulson acts like that in real life?
She's probably very delicate to her old woman.
Should we be worried
For her old lady?
for her?
Maybe when
'Cause
she's
she's
old.
fucking an old woman.
Who's
an
going
old
to take
man
care of her
woman.
when she's old? That's what I'm concerned about. Sarah Paulson, hit me up when you're old.
How old is she? She's like 40 something, right?
I don't think so.
40
Maybe.
sucking, maybe.
Ooh, you see that chin smile?
Oh my god.
6 out of 10.
6 out of 10. Suck my... Shut up. Anyway.
1 second.
We watched Fatman.
We did. Actually, well, here's the thing. I came over on Friday to watch Fatman, and we just had too much fun beforehand. And
He
then,
passed out, man.
like half hour in, I woke up at 3:40 having to piss on your couch. I was like, I was sore throat. Back to bed. I felt bad. But
That was the weirdest movie I've seen in years.
do you finish it last night though?
I did, yeah.
Yeah, I had to re-rent it. Amazon Prime. Thank you for that.
It was awesome, but it was
Bizarre.
It was weird. weird. Like, how in the fuck did they convince Mel Gibson to do that, for one?
I
How
love
the
that he
fuck
did.
He was perfect.
Oh my god.
How the fuck did they convince Walton Coggins to do that? How in the fuck did they convince people to pay money to make that? It was weird.
It worked so well. I showed it to Kelsey.
Here's my problem right here.
Okay.
The concept was so awesome. So awesome. Mel Gibson was goddamn perfect.
Especially in the emotional scenes.
Did they waste this beautiful setup and beautiful casting for kind of a lackluster movie, though?
Do you feel like it's lackluster?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Do you feel like it
In
wouldn't?
certain parts.
Do you feel like it wouldn't have gone to theaters?
No, it would not go into theaters.
I feel like it might have.
I don't think it would have. I don't think anyone would go see that in theaters. Maybe they
it's
would
Mel
put it in theaters,
Gibson.
but it would have bombed.
Okay, here's the thing. I mentioned Kelsey periodically in the show. She hates a lot of things, so
Yeah.
and I talked her into
She
watch.
like that.
She loved this movie. That doesn't mean that it's a phenomenal movie because she.
I
liked
loved
it.
the ending. Like, I mean, that's the thing. I loved the movie start to finish. I
Yes,
loved it.
it was good.
But the problem is, there was so much going for this movie as far as certain things. It's just like, this could be so much better. This could be amazing. And it was like, and it was boiled down to just like great entertainment. I thought it was super entertaining. I thought it was awesome.
it was.
But like, the whole concept of Mel Gibson being Santa Claus, being bought out by the U.S. military
to have his elves build weapons.
to have his elves build weapons, and just being so raw and like cut and dry like that, could have been the movie.
Mm-hmm.
But then they add the whole assassination plot and everything, which is awesome. It was
Walton's
really
awesome.
cool.
We both
It
love that guy.
Turned out really cool, but it was too much, in my opinion, for what this movie could have or should have been.
So do you feel like it should have been longer? You sound like you wanted more.
I feel like it should have been like 3 fucking movies.
Okay.
I feel like the idea of Mel Gibson being a grizzled old Santa Claus could have been a whole movie by itself. I would have absolutely loved that, because he was so good. It was so
He was
good.
really good.
That's what I'm saying. Everything was really good, but it's like, but what it was boiled down to for an hour and 40-minute movie was just like, Jesus Christ, there's so many pieces to this movie that are so amazing. This should not be an hour and 40-minute movie. There are like 2, 3, 4 movies in this, and
Or a season or a mini series.
yes,
like
a TV show. It would have been really good as a TV show, I think.
It was it was very summed up. I definitely agree.
Yeah.
Because I wanted more.
I'm not hating. I loved it.
I loved it
I
too.
loved it, but I'm mad because there was just so much. My biggest anger is that Mel Gibson was so good in that part that this movie doesn't do that service. It needed more. I want to see him doing that for 5-6 hours. Yeah, you know,
I
you know what I'm
agree.
saying? Like,
I
it
agree.
was just like, it was so boiled down to such a clean movie that Mel Gibson needs to do that Santa Claus for hours. I want to see him do that for hours.
Even the girl that played his wife was really good.
Yes, no, the whole
The
thing,
acting was so good.
the
Just
whole
everybody.
concept of
Even Seven, like everybody.
yes, the whole concept of North Pole is ours. There's so much there, and that's
Very much.
the movie does it as such an insane disservice, and we're never gonna see it again. That's why I'm mad, because
You don't think they'll do more?
no,
I guess it has to make money.
you
to do
can't.
so.
Like, how do you go back and do more? They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do a prequel for Fatman.
Obviously, they're not going to do.
It got bad reviews.
It's like a 42%.
It's never gonna make money. you're never gonna
That's
get.
That's a shame.
It's a travesty. It's fucking
It is
ass.
a travesty.
There's ass. Zack Snyder gets to go back and make his 42% fucking Justice League. I don't even know what to say about that. I don't know why Hollywood gives this motherfucking cunt all the money in the world to just
His words, not mine, Zach.
to just cunt up his fucking show. Like, oh, look at my cunty little movie that I almost made. I'm gonna cunty it up more. It's so stupid. But then we have the most like brilliant, like pure, like totally insane idea with goddamn like just like called from above actors.
But
Mel
also,
Gibson signed up to this. It's crazy. And it's like, this is amazing. We need to give we need to give this concept all of our money. All of our money.
All of it. We need more of this.
Yes.
More.
I'd pay $100 to rent this, you know? Fuck Wonder Woman. Fuck it. We're getting that for free. So let's give this real money here right now. Like, I'm getting crazy right now, but like, seriously.
Dude, I agree.
I was watching it and I was getting so mad because it's a low budget ass movie that like has the most goddamn awesome potential ever. It looks so awesome. Mel Gibson as Santa Claus, as a grizzled old Santa Claus, was so cool. I was so fucking hyped.
Yes.
Him fucking wielding a fucking old ass pistol and like a fucking 99. Like, it was crazy. It was so cool. But regardless of that, just like the setting and the idea of it was so like.
Not to mention, soundtrack.
Soundtrack was awesome.
Holy shit, it flowed with every scene.
Yes.
Even though it was very different, like that scene with Walton driving around and he's listening to like every fucking genre.
Yes.
He's eating a hot dog, he's chugging a
the
Coke.
music, yeah.
It was so funny, but when it really got serious, when it's lighthearted, when Mel Gibson's like getting the 3 or 4 thank you letters to Santa, he's like crying. Holy shit!
Yeah,
I felt sad. Kelsey's like almost
crying. That's what
crying.
I'm saying. The whole idea of him being Santa Claus was so cool.
He was a hardened.
It would have been so fucking. It would have been so cool to have a whole movie before the whole assassination thing. Mm-hmm. A whole movie. Of him becoming this bitter old Santa Claus that's like giving everyone
But he's still caring as fuck.
Yeah, but so caring, but it's like conflicting him. Because that's what was so cool. It's like he was so conflicted to give people coal, but it's like, you're a bad kid though.
Yeah, like that's just the time.
That could be a whole movie. It could be such a good movie of him just being conflicted of giving people coal, even though like he doesn't want to, because it's like, you're a bad kid, but like I don't want to do it. That was so interesting to me, but it just flies by because it's an hour and 40-minute movie. It was a really interesting take of all of that, and I love how that doesn't dive into any of like the mystical sides of things or anything. It's just like,
it doesn't show him giving presents. It doesn't show
fly
him
around. Doesn't start showing you that. Like you see the reindeer and he
gets shot at for some reason.
Yeah, there's jokes about it, but it's just like, it's just like, this is our reindeer, and and like, dude, I'm really passionate about this movie.
Yeah, I agree. So
I'm really mad about this movie. It's a fucking.
You wanted more, and that's
it's
not a bad.
It's a fucking 10 concept.
That's
fucking 10 concept. Fucking 10 casting. Fucking 10 tone.
Yes.
Should be 3 fucking movies.
I agree. I would love more, and the fact that you want more makes it a good movie.
And the fact that I want more makes me so sad. Though,
I know,
because we're not going to see it. Because just how insane it gets by the end. It's not. It didn't pay off to me. I was way hyped by it, but it doesn't pay off because it's like, who cares? Like,
no, don't say that.
I am saying that. Who cares? Who cares? Because it's like, I don't know these characters. It's been fucking 45 minutes.
I felt like they did a good job. The little kid, I didn't care about him.
No.
But Walton and Mel, and I don't remember her name, but Mrs. Claus.
Yeah. They gave it their all.
Even 7. I was like,
which I'm saying, that's my problem.
For how short it was.
They all gave their all for a lackluster movie.
But I think they probably knew
Concept
it was lackluster.
Is a 10. Execution was like a 4 for me.
Because you didn't get more.
Because it was such a high concept, you can't convey it that fast.
All right, so listen to this really quick. I'm watching with Kelsey. She hates most things. Or sorry, not most, but a lot. Like Unhinged, for example. She argued. I didn't think she was going to enjoy this movie. I was like, hey, I showed her the trailer. She's like, oh, that looks fucking stupid. I was like, Just watch it with me so I can review it, please. Because she wants to watch fucking Christmas Vacation so bad.
Yeah.
Which is also great, but
Okay, hold on. She says you haven't watched Muppet Christmas Carol.
I've never seen it.
You're such a stupid fucking asshole. That's my favorite Christmas movie.
I own a VHS of it.
Watch it tonight.
I don't have a VCR.
We should watch it together.
Want to review it? With hot
We
chips?
should cuddle and watch it.
Down.
We should just record us just cuddling, watching it the whole time.
Are we going to, like, trace jaw lines?
No, we just cuddle.
Just cuddle? Nothing?
Yeah, no, I'll just have my arm around you. Or you can have your arm around me if you're weird about it.
Like platonic?
Like, if you want to be, like, the dominant, like, you can be at the back.
Well, if the man's being snuggled on, they say it's a bad relationship, so...
So you want me to snuggle you? Or
If
you want to snuggle me?
If I'm being snuggled, it's a bad relationship, so I should snuggle you.
Okay, that's fine. Snuggle me. Let's do it. So you're behind, snuggle, and we watch Muppet Christmas Carol because it's the best Christmas movie ever fucking made.
Really?
Yes.
That good?
Yes.
Patrick, no, not Patrick,
Michael Caine.
Michael Caine.
Yes.
That good?
Yes. Zero argument right now. I will not argue with this about you. 1000% the best Christmas movie ever made.
That's I don't believe that.
I don't give a fuck what you believe, dude.
How are we supposed to snuggle if you want to?
I don't give a fucking Christ what you believe. Best Christmas movie ever made.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I'll watch it.
This
eventually.
motherfucker's never seen Muppet Christmas. Okay,
Who else has Patreon?
everybody,
Come
fucking
on.
moron.
Raise your
Everybody.
hand if you want Margot on the show. Come on, let's just get it happening. He didn't raise his hand. See,
I just want to be realistic.
I am realistic. She would love.
Where
this.
were we?
Oh, so me and Kelsey are watching this movie.
Yeah.
And she may or may not have been a little blitzed, but
Blitzed?
blitzing.
I'm gonna get blitzed. My wife's gonna be so mad at me. This shit just sugars your mind up. Keep talking, it's fine.
Alright, so she was getting so involved. Her fucking knees are to her chest. She's fucking hand to her mouth. Like, oh my god, what the fuck? And we're laughing because it was quirky and hilarious at times.
Yeah, that's what
Like when Walton's going through the coats, like, I don't want to wear goose skin. I don't want to fucking beige. Green is stupid. Remember that part?
Yeah.
He's like, you look like a man of style. And he
That's why I
points
was
at the white
giggling at
coat.
you and you're passed out. I was like, this is so weird. And you're like, you're just like, you're like this. Like, oh.
I believe it. I believe it. My fucking spine still hurts. Yeah, we're watching this movie, and she was so involved. And I was like, oh man, like this is a popcorn fucking movie. Like the acting is stellar on everybody's account. Because you like him a lot, Walton, and so do I.
I love Walton.
Oh my gosh, he's so funny.
I love Mel Gibson too.
So do I.
I don't give a fuck
So
what
do
anyone
I.
says. He's fucking
Fuck 'em all.
awesome.
They were born in November. Fuck, what was it getting at?
My point with this movie is it was amazing concept, kind of wasted. The casting was fucking perfect. Perfect.
Appreciate what we got. It's Christmas.
I did appreciate what we got.
We just wanted more.
But it could have been a lot better.
No, it was good for what we got. It could have been more.
Mm-hmm.
More is what you mean.
Yeah.
More.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad, because saying better sounds like you're talking shit.
I am kind of talking shit because
Just because you're not happy you didn't get more.
there was just how did they convince Mel Gibson to do this? It's a bunch of unknown directors.
He's in between writing scripts for Passion of the Christ 2.
It's weird.
Yeah.
It's really weird. Here,
I can do
that's
it.
my biggest problem. Is these dudes are like unknown directors, and they
Right.
convince Mel Gibson to do this.
What has he been doing since?
But still, like anybody wants it. Do you really think no one's asking him to be in movies?
No.
Yeah.
What?
Who knows?
Remember
Who
when,
the fuck knows?
Do you remember when he kind of...
But that's what he agreed to?
But
To be in like a kind of like half movie for himself as Santa Claus? Oh god, it could have been so cool.
It was a really good performance.
Could have been. He was great.
Like that shootout. When this movie ended last
When
night...
it zoomed in on him and he goes, "It's like you think I got this job
Yeah.
is because I'm a fat man and I'm jolly."
Yeah.
Nope.
That
It's
shootout
fuck,
was so
shit.
fucking cool,
He
man.
just fucking blows his ass away. Gets stabbed. Fucking
He gets stabbed
when he
in
was
the chest.
punching the shit out of his face, and it was like,
And then he
the sound
stabs
design
him
was
in the chest.
great.
Yeah, it was so good.
Sound design was awesome. He's just like punched. He was like,
No, Kelsey and I were like, "Oh fuck!" Like he gets stabbed twice.
Yeah.
And then he's on his back, and you don't think Walton's gonna fucking. Then he fucking shoots Santa in the face.
yes.
Kelsey's like, "What the
When that happened,
fuck just happened?"
like when I watched that, I was just like,
You know what I said? I'm like, they can't fucking kill Santa.
they can't do that.
He's not a human.
Yeah.
And Kelsey's like, "Oh, that's true." So we keep watching, and obviously
Yeah.
he doesn't die, which is
Yeah.
awesome. That's 11 first fuck.
Yeah. I'd fight her after she fucked me.
Well, you might love her though.
I'd probably punch her while her fake dicks in my ass. Personally, I give Fatman. It's a hard rating.
I say honestly, no.
Concept 10. Movie 5.
Okay, so add the math. So 7. 9.
6. I give the movie a 6.
No, you don't.
You
don't.
I love the concept.
With how much you loved it, it deserves higher.
I
Don't
love the
shame me.
concept.
Don't
That's
shame me.
my anger. You can't love
You're
it.
upset that you got.
There's a
little.
movie we have, and there's a concept that could be in there, and it's not there.
So
The concept is so
you love
fucking
it so
good.
much that you're upset that it wasn't big enough. That
The-
deserves a higher rating than
No!
6.
No.
Come on.
The concept of the movie is fucking amazing.
Everything we
But
saw
they
was
don't.
amazing.
They didn't use it though. They did not utilize it.
It was a quirky movie.
It was awesome. It was awesome. I love what they did with it.
All right, stop lying to yourself.
But it got boring. It was the first.
No, it didn't.
The first hour was kind of boring. It was just like, what's going on? I was just like,
It was a very realistic.
I
Santa.
know, but that's what I'm saying. So it should have been fucking 3 movies. Should have been way more.
Let's be real.
The idea of it is amazing. The idea of it with Mel Gibson especially is goddamn amazing.
Yes.
And they fucking squandered it. So I'm pissed.
It deserves more than 6. Be honest.
No.
Be honest.
I give it a 5, but I'll give it a 6 just because you said that.
No, that means you give it a 7.
The idea is a 10. Movie is a 6.
7.
6.
7.
You can have a 7.
Mine's a 9.
Okay, fuck you. I don't care.
He means 9.
6.
I'll drink to
Concept 10.
It could have been, should have been longer, but it was
This is
fucking
what I'm
great.
so mad about. We're never gonna get it again. This is what I'm so mad about. We will never get a prequel. We'll never get a sequel.
What if we did?
We won't?
What if we do?
We will not. This movie did not make money.
Speaking to all the fools out there, rent
Watch
the movie.
It, watch
Rent the
it so we
movie.
get the money, and so he can prove me wrong. This movie.
Let's
did not,
get a Fat Man 2.
This movie did not make money. It will never make money. We'll never get a fleshed out universe of this. That's what I'm saying. Goddamn Mel. Goddamn fucking Gibson is in this movie as fucking Santa Claus.
Walton's in more movies than he is anymore.
Walton will do anything you want him to do.
And he's always good.
Walton, he was great, but Walton will do anything. Mel Gibson is Mel Gibson. That he will never.
Maybe he needed
The
an extra...
fact that he signed on to this is mind blowing. Mind blowing. The fact that he'll do a sequel or a prequel, not existent.
sequel, more
So
likely.
that's why I'm mad. That's why I'm mad. Because the characterization of what he did with this,
Yes.
what he produced as this
Amazing.
Santa Claus, was so fucking awesome.
He loved it so much he has to hate
movie
it.
did not do it justice, and we will never get a sequel or a prequel.
You're focusing on the negative, sir.
We will not.
How about
get
some
it.
Christmas cheer?
I,
Christmas cheer!
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. I'm being negative, but I'm just saying. While I was watching this movie, because it didn't get cool until like the last 30 minutes, and I was so.
It was
mad.
interesting until that point, though.
It was interesting, but it's just that's the problem. It's the most interesting movie I've seen in probably 10 years. It's so interesting.
Wow.
Not good, but interesting. So there's
Very
so many interesting parts. So many interesting parts, and that's why I'm mad. That's why I'm mad. Because you're never, ever going to convince Mel Gibson to do that again. Ever. That's why I'm mad.
Mel Gibson's gonna do Passion of the Christ 2. You can convince him to do anything.
He's not ever gonna. He makes that though.
In 10 years,
He makes that. The people that direct this movie are a couple unknown directors. Never done
good
anything.
on them. I hope they.
I
have a
know,
very,
but
very...
that's what I'm saying. So you're never gonna convince Mel
Who are
Gibson to do
all
it
right,
again.
All right.
That's what I'm saying.
Who are the directors? Let me look this
I
up.
don't know. It's two brothers.
Good.
Anyway, that's what I'm saying. You're not gonna convince them to do it again. You might convince them to do it
This
again.
video.
You're not gonna convince Mel Gibson to do it again.
Is going to convince them.
You're never gonna convince.
We
Mel
are such
Gibson
big
to do it
fans, and
again.
Kelsey
You're
too.
never gonna convince Mel Gibson to do it again.
Essam Nelms and one other. Did you cancel?
His brother, no.